It's Tuesday morning. We've already got the med kit out. It's Halloween. I don't know. What is it about Halloween? Just a reminder, though, that what we're doing is dangerous. We just had a nail ricochet, like off the side of a stud while nail blocking. The first nail, too. Yeah. It was the first shot of the day. Ricocheted out and shot Ray right in the meat of the hand, and it bounced out. So yeah. A lot of blood. Got cleaned up, and I think he's okay. Yeah. Thankfully.
We got movement, so nothing broke.
That'll get your heart racing in the morning, I'm telling you. But word to the wise, hey, we carry a full med kit in the truck, and we just used a lot of it right then. So we're going to let Ray take it easy a minute, make sure he's okay. If he needs to go get checked out, x-rayed, we'll do that. It's shocking how little of a spot that is for how much blood was coming out.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever you turned around, Ray turned around, he's like, oh! And like instantly I look, there's blood just running out on the floor.
Dude, it was instant.
It was like instant gushing. I was like, uh-oh. So what we did was grab his hand so that we didn't even want to look at it at first.
Battery out.
Yeah, battery out. Here's what happened. Ray was shooting right there before this block was in, and it ricocheted and went, soup! And then bounced off your bone or something. Because then it wasn't in there.
No, it wasn't in there. It didn't go through.
What we're doing is installing cabinet blocking at the top of the lower cabinets and the top of the upper cabinets so that anywhere we go to put those long fasteners in, there's something behind there, behind the drywall.
Really?
Bro, that's going to be the one spot we need a screw, man. We got to put it in.
We're at the other end of the house here now where we did this closet addition, but we never finished it. The problem is we've got a beam coming in the wall up there for the roof. That's the ridge beam. Right above where we cut this wall out, and we need to add header back in to support that load. So they're going to cut this stuff out, make it happen.
Got it.
On the outside here, we were going to take this all the way up into the ceiling surface, but we decided that this ceiling looks so nice that we don't want to ruin the look by having this weird intersection with this wall coming up. So what we're going to do is basically frame what would be a 2x12 floor on top of this so that we have a depth for insulation. And then we'll cap that like a piece of, I don't know, zip roof or something like that. And it's not going to get wet because it's directly under this huge roof. We might do some of this zip roof peel and stick stuff on top of that just to play it double safe though. This little chunk's on a sheathing joint, so it's like toe-nailed in with like nails from both directions. So John is just going to have to turn it to splinters. It will not come off of there. Okay. Woo! Yeah!
Yeah, baby.
First layer of this header going in, and they ran it back into the wall cavity right there so you can put a jack under it. Pretty good. Pretty good thinking.
I think that's going to be the board.
That ought to do it. How's your hand feeling?
It's a little sore.
Yeah.
A little sore. It's pressure more than anything. It's weird. The weirdest thing in holding your pencil is what?
That's what hurts?
Yeah.
That's what I said when I was in school.
Oh, I can't hold my
I really
pencil,
can't
it
hold
hurts.
this.
So I'm using screws to get this blocking tacked up. And it's way easier to get them flushed up with a screw than trying to hold it and shoot it with the gun. And also, if you put the screw in and it's not perfect, super easy, back the screw out, change it around, and put the screw back in. And also what I'm doing is I'm just using a couple screws to get them set. And then once I don't need to use my other hand, I can go back and shoot it without my hand being in the way once the block is where I want it.
That's right. We're going flush on face, right? F-O-F. Flush on face.
I'm just throwing them in there. I don't know. They're supposed to be flushed up.
Yeah, I hope so.
No, they are, yeah.
This is going to be a big kitchen, guys. I mean,
It
look
is.
at that.
Well, she said she likes to cook, so.
Yeah, Ramel, she's going to get her miles just cooking dinner. back and forth, back and forth. Now that we're like 2/3 of the way through, we're noticing Jamie drew all the cabinets on the floor already. And that should be a good indicator. Like the edges of all the cabinets is where we definitely need blocking. So
My boy knew that.
I would say do this little slot here.
Yeah.
Because you can see the edge of a cabinet's like right there. Did you check that other little
My
spot?
boy knew that.
Oh, he did?
He saw that was here.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Dude, my boy's on it. He might not be able to shoot a gun, but he knows where the cabinets are at.
You can shoot it. There's no problem shooting it.
Yeah, that's not the problem.
So I've never been less involved in the build and working with the client than on this job. Jamie's pretty much taking the reins so that I can make videos and not have to worry about it, which is great. But then I don't know stuff like he drew the cabinets, didn't even know it. I don't know who's making them, where they're coming from, what kind they are, what color they are. Do you?
I know Nate's making.
Okay, see, you know more than I do.
Yep.
I had no
Nate
idea.
with Cole Hill Customs.
Cole Hill.
Cole Hill. He's
So-
hooking them up.
Okay.
I
There
don't know
you
what
go.
they look like, but I know he's making them.
Okay, we have some information at least. Jamie's not here because he's singing at a funeral today. Many of you didn't know that he could sing and play guitar and drums and bass. So he does singing. I think it was a relative actually that passed away. So
Yeah, it was his wife's aunt
okay,
who passed away.
yeah. So that's what he's doing today. That's why he's not here, and we don't know what cabinets are.
You know what's crazy to me is like people that try to learn how to play guitar. So he played the guitar,
Yeah.
right-handed, but then when his accident happened, he couldn't play the chords with his left hand. So he taught himself how to play right-handed guitar.
Right.
I'm like,
Correct, I
dude,
mean-
most people can't do one way. He's done both, so he's pretty amazing.
The guys have installed all the blocking against the exterior wall where there's sheathing, keeping those studs in position, like they're locked wherever they are. Onto this section though, check that out. So they're taking the measurement down here because that's the spacing that it's supposed to be. It could be like an inch different up here if both of these are bowed away from each other.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be problems for other things. So good pro tip right there. We're also using scrap boards from the overhang as the blocking.
Yeah.
So when I first started being a carpenter, I think I was there like 3 days. I'm on this job and this guy shoots through a leather glove into his hand, right to a wall on plywood.
With a
and
nail
stud-
gun.
With a nail gun. And it was a 16 and it was sucked up tight. I mean, just.
Oh, gosh.
And so we cut this thing off, cut it off here, cut it out here. Everybody was all freaked out. And then the guy I worked for, he goes, well, you're the low man. You take him to the hospital. And it was like a half an hour to get to the hospital. So.
Wow.
But then we got there and they I can't remember, somehow they split the board, which we could have done if we'd been thinking about it. We were all freaked out, right? And then literally, he never hit any bones, never hit anything. They irrigated, flushed it out, put a Band-Aid on both sides and sent him home.
Ooh, maybe we should do that to yours. We didn't irrigate it, did we?
Yeah,
We just wiped it with Tubbo towels.
No, I mean, a puncture
How are we
wound,
gonna do that here?
a puncture wound, you should irrigate it. I think urine's still.
I got you. I'll irrigate that thing. Come here.
Jason's marking 7'2" for the blocking for the upper cabinets, which will go up to about 7 foot because they're 30-inch uppers. So depending on the height of your upper cabinets would, change the height of your blocking for your upper cabinets. So we're gonna do upper part, we'll block at the lower part of the upper cabinets, everything.
Everything.
Right here, we're gonna have a range, a stove, then above that, and over the range microwave, and then a cabinet. So we're gonna block extra, like 2x12s, all down through there.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that is Jamie's biggest pet peeve. Like when he goes to hang a cabinet and there's nothing there and he hits just drywall, he's like, dude, he gets so mad. Remember his tiny house? We did the whole freaking wall, and I think there was one triangle that we missed, and he freaking put a screw right in that hole, and he was livid.
Yep.
Yeah, but he's not here, so sorry about that, guy. Must be present.
Today's video is brought to you by High C Boots, and you know what I say, if you got a good pair of boots and a good dog, you pretty much got it made.
She left.
She left right when I said that. What are you doing? Traitor. Well, anyways, I got some good boots. They're from High C, and they've got all kinds of different boots, work boots, hunting boots, rain boots, deck boots. Let me show you the ones I got. So I got a pair of these men's rubber work boots that are about calf height. I call them muck boots because that's what I use when I'm mucking around in the mud on the job site or in the snow when I'm with the kids. Keeps me dry, keeps me warm. These are really great for the winter, and I'm glad to have a new pair. One feature on these boots that I really like that I've never had before is this little tensioning strap at the top. You can release it and open the neck of the boot so that you can slip your foot in nice and easy. Then you can cinch it down so that the boot stays on your leg and you don't get debris down in there. I also got some men's work boots, and these are just an ankle height soft toe leather boot. They're very comfortable. They got a great tread pattern for working in almost any condition, and they look sharp. I almost want to use them as going out boots for a while before I get them on the job site. So if you're looking for a great deal on a great pair of boots, make sure to check out High C. There's a link down in our video description as well as on the screen right here. And if you use our code PBB, like Perkins Builder Brothers, you'll get 25% off between November 19th and the 29th for Black Friday deals, and then 15% off after that, I think until forever. Thank you, High C, for sponsoring our video, for the awesome boots. Let's get back to work.
Yeah.
We just realized we're screwing another header onto the side of the header that was just installed right
We
here.
got a triple now.
It's really just a band.
We got a triple.
So this is going to be the world's smallest floor, basically. We're doing a band, little tiny floor joist, and then an outside band and some decking. You guys look like you're popped out the manhole in a submarine or something. What's the weather like? Arlo's scavenging the piece that's already been cut on, it looks like, for the top. And are you going to cut it with it sitting there just like that?
Yeah, I am, because we'll leave what's here.
I would make sure your saw is set all the way full depth before you do that.
Wait.
There it is, all sealed off, capped off, ready to finish. What happened to your eggs, bro?
Well, I had them in my cooler and they were just sitting there, and then somehow they kind of turned on their side and went in all the water that's in there from the ice melting. So they got a little watered down, but they're not bad. They got jalapeno in them. They heated them up, so I think you're good.
Pass.
Dude, this place looks like a tornado hit it.
And now we're gonna clean it up. That is actually the plan. We're gonna clean up this place because it looks like a tornado hit it before we start anything else. And that may take us like the rest of the day, I don't know. Inside's trashed, below the house is trashed. You can't even walk through here. I think this can all just get trashed. We're done with roof. We'll unscrew all these long ones, save them. I think we can break down all the scaffolding down here because we got to start siding at the bottom. And then I'd like to get where we can park right here. This is the best parking spot in the whole place.
Yeah, what are we doing with the scaffolding?
I think all scaffolding should be in the woods, like stacked against a tree.
These two right here, I'm keeping those. The rest of this is going.
Walkboards. We can put down the hill here. I'm the perfect man for this job, by the way. I love getting rid of stuff.
Yeah.
I will get rid of everything if my wife let me out of my house.
I know.
There'll be nothing but walls and floors left.
You always tell me, like, I got rid of like 9 garbage bags out of my garage. I was like, how do you have 9 garbage bags full of crap in your garage?
And it doesn't even make a dent in it. The problem is I got to do it while no one's around, or else the 9 garbage bags all get looked through and 5 garbage bags get put back.
Yep, that's the problem too.
So.
I got one of those in my house too. Oh, we'll use it. I'm like, we haven't used it in 9 years. You never know.
A lot of this material is not going in the dumpster. Anything 3 foot or longer, whitewood or treated's going here. We got a treated pile. We got a pile of whitewood or fir scraps that neighbors are gonna come grab and chop up, use for kindling. Right there, we can't burn it on the job site because that's illegal here in the States. And then over here, we've got pallets, horses, scaffolding, house wrap type stuff. So it's not all going in the trash, but it's all getting organized. Also, Arlo's taking some of these larger scraps. Who knows what he's gonna do with them? I don't know, I don't care really, but he'll figure it out. Jason's taking this huge block he's gonna split firewood on that. That's a chunk of 8x8.
Yeah, you don't want to put the piece of wood on the ground because my power when I go right through the wood, then my axe hits the dirt. So it's nice for it to hit something solid.
Okay. What are you taking, Ray?
I don't know. I figured out some.
I'd recommend nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. My truck's not here, so.
Oh, perfect.
Well, as of today, Jono's homeless, so he might want this plastic. Jono, you need this plastic!
I don't think you can say that. Oh, wait till your wife kicks you out. I'm gonna. Well, Jason, he's homeless. Jono's not homeless.
Dude, his wife would
He's
never
just
kick
having a breakup.
His wife would never.
Oh, look, he's already got a piece.
You got double wide now, you got 2 plastics. That's 2 bedrooms. You should go. You can make your own firmly. Can I make a shanty town out of the tall scaffold?
Yeah, do it.
I'll just be living in Ramel's basement with plastic.
Ramel will be like, what's that noise I always hear in my
Why
basement?
is it so warm in the basement?
Okay, I've been looking for my coffee all day, and I just found it inside this cinder block by the Porta-John, and I have no recollection.
Today's coffee?
Today's, like from this morning. I have zero recollection of putting that there, but I see why I couldn't find it, because that was like hide and seek stuff, so.
Pink, how'd you not see it?
It was inside this core of a cinder block. Mm-hmm. Still warm.
Hey, that was a good call by hiding your coffee cup there.
Yeah, thanks. I
I probably would have hid mine too if it was pink. Here,
Hey,
take.
you're about to lose your knife.
Oh man, you're such a good guy. I thought you were trying to steal it again.
No, trying to help you out.
Ray said it sounds like I'm running a pit crew for NASCAR.
It does.
Go. I'm in a hurry. I'm getting do this.
Taking too long. Get past.
Piece of wood
That's
stuck
the
in it.
last one.
We're totally in last place.
You.
You're driving.
Yeah, you're the driver guy.
Okay, I'm driving.
Oh, you're running from there? Woo.
Oh, there's no tape behind that. Jason's got this end cut loose, and he says he can unscrew this in and just let it fall. It's gonna fall right into your ladder. You ever watch Fail Blog, where the guy on the ladder is on a tree and he cuts the limb, and it hits the ladder?
I was watching the, I think it was like Red Bull mountain biking racing or something
Yeah.
like that. Like it looked like it was out west.
Yeah,
Like some
Utah.
of the trails look like, I mean, they had their GoPro, so I think it distorted it a little bit, but the trails look like they were this wide, like just on some mountains, on a ridge.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy. People doing double backflips.
That's what I'm doing usually on the weekends.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I thought. I was like, man, I bet Eric can do that. I bet Eric can do better than these guys for sure.
Oh, you want some help?
You think he's
No, he doesn't want help. Oh my gosh. Oh, whoa. Wow, nice job.
You know what I love is that you were so positive it was going to hit my ladder, but you didn't care. You were filming it anyway.
Well,
Like,
I asked
just
you
want
if
to see how this goes down. Like you weren't worried about me or my safety or anything. You're just like, I'm going to get the shot. and
Please
that'd be
mess up,
nice.
please mess up. Oh, he did it. Ray said he found the nail that got him because it was laying right where he was shooting it,
right in some blood.
right in some, with some bone fragments at the end. No, there's none of that.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do? You going to keep it or are you going to like throw it off a bridge into a lake or something?
I don't know. I'm going to keep it for today at least.
All right.
Yeah, on the count of 3, go backwards.
Wait, where are we throwing the board though?
I'm going to throw it that way.
Okay.
On the count of 3, you go that way.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Come on, Matt. Jono and Arlo are also cleaning out the inside of the house here because we have found that, number one, the subcontractors appreciate that. Number two, if they show up and it's really clean in here, they usually feel obliged to leave it really clean when they leave. And if it's a mess when they show up, they're like, oh, these guys don't care if it's a mess, and then they just trash it even worse and leave it. So,
Okay, I gotta show you something. This is like the coolest feature, this blower.
okay.
Okay, like I didn't realize this.
Oh,
It's a vacuum. Put your hand
Yeah.
So like concrete holes, you know?
Yeah.
Great.
Wow. How long you had that thing?
I just was looking at it and go,
Yeah.
what are those for?
That's actually pretty smart.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Anyways.
Nice. There's a good reason to get the roof sheathing on right there. This is about a quarter of how many leaves were in here originally.
You guys just cleaned out one time, too.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling you, if cleaning my house was as much fun as cleaning this place, I'd clean all the time.
I know,
You get
seriously.
to like dangle off a joist and like catch stuff over your head.
You're like, oh, let's take all the bracing down. And I was like, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. That'd be fun. Here, these are all the screws from everything.
It's bullshit. There was a lot more somewhere.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
We'll see in
There
your
was
truck.
What are we doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh,
How did those get in there?
I don't know. Fine, whatever.